Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode in the Hardcore Let's Play. I hope you guys enjoyed the last couple of episodes that I put out lately. I've been getting a ton of support. Thank you very much, I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, welcome back to another episode. Today's video, we got some more progress on the castle complex that we're going to be building. But as well as some other things that I need to do for that project. Like, if you did catch a sneak peek, I did go ahead and obtain a Wither skeleton skull. Not just one, three of them to be exact, to fight the Wither so that we can go ahead and get a beacon going. So I just did that off camera. Literally, like, it took me like 20 minutes. The first two skulls were like the easiest to get. Like, I got them like one after the other pretty much, and then the third one just took me absolutely forever to get for some reason. It was the longest, so I had to keep flying away, getting wither skeletons to spawn in. It was a pain in the ass, but anyways, we got them. Until we build a wither skeleton farm, we will probably not do that way again. I'm just gonna build a wither skeleton farm so it's 10 times easier. But right now we got 3 wither skeletons, and I did say, I believe in a previous episode, that when we do end up killing the wither, the first time is going to be legitimate. We're going to spawn it in a place, and then we're going to fight it. And then any other time after that, I'm going to go to the end and put it underneath the bedrock pillar, or the bedrock spawn portal that takes you back to spawn. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to put away some of this stuff. I can't. Sometimes it's hard for me to talk and do stuff at the same time. But yeah, the first one is going to be legitimate. The next ones, I'm just going to cheese them and go to the end, like I said, and go underneath the bedrock spawn portal, because it's just 10 times easier like that. And when I need multiple nether stars to make multiple beacons, it's just easier to do it that way. So I'm going to go ahead, finish dumping out my inventory, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this wither. We'll get prepared to fight this wither. So I'm going to go ahead and empty out my inventory and see what else I need. Alrighty, I got all the stuff that I needed. That's the map. I didn't want to open that. Inventory, there it is. So we got everything that we need. I decided to brew some speed potions and some strength. I was going to just do regular strength so I can have 8 minutes of it, but I kind of remembered that halfway through the fight, it's kind of just going to be me and my bow, because I think until half health is when it starts to get up close and personal. So that's when I'm going to decide to drink my strength potion. So I decided to try out strength too to see how well that works. Obviously the speed will be during the whole fight, but once it starts getting up close and personal, I'm going to whip out my strength, and I'm going to hopefully make it a little bit easier. And I made some more golden carrots. Also I made some more steak, but that was kind of backup food for my ender chest. Got some gapples just in case. I got my elytra on standby just in case I need to GTFO. And just in case if we get low on health. No totems here, so yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm kind of scared. I haven't fought a wither. I mean, I don't know why I'm scared. The wither is pretty easy if you do it right. And plus I have my elytra, so if I need to get away, I can. I didn't come too far out. I mean, I did, but I didn't at the same time, because I didn't want to go underground or whatever. I think it's cool to fight the wither above ground like this, and plus this is probably gonna be the only time I fight the wither like this, because like I said, the rest are literally going to the end underneath the bedrock fucking spawn portal, excuse my language. And I'm cheesing every single wither fight that from now on after this. So I guess we just go ahead and do it, eh? I don't know why I'm building this up in my head for so much. I'm just so nervous that something stupid's gonna happen, or I'm gonna be stupid and I'm gonna die. But it's okay. I'm sorry. Here we go. But after this will be the only time. Maybe if I feel like I'm bored and I want to fight the wither, then maybe I'll do this again like this. But I don't know. I'm just stalling at this point. All right, let's brew one of these, or let's get these going. All right, here we go. And I missed it. Hold that thought. Okay, hold on, put this back here. Okay, here we go. Ready? Oh, there we go. Okay, Withering Heights. Okay, here we go. Oh, gapples. Get my gapples. Get my gapples. Okay. Wow, my bow does a lot of damage. Oh, that's a ravine. Bro, what was I worried about? He's kind of healing. I gotta do quicker. Finally, he withers me. Yes! Oh my goodness. I don't know why I was so nervous, but I started to get kind of low health at the end there. How much we... Oh, we got 30 seconds of this. Okay. Ooh. Oh my lord. Okay. That went pretty well. I wasn't really paying attention to the... Like, I wasn't, like, focusing on the Wither's health, but I was at the same time. I guess Strength 2 did pretty good. Didn't really need 8 minutes of speed, but that's okay. How much longer have we got on this Wither? Okay, we're getting down there. Oh. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, how long did that take? Not even like 3 minutes. I was putting that up in my... I was like making that so much bigger than it was supposed to be. That's like easier... Like the Wither's easier than the dragon fight, in my opinion. Or it's less stressful. I already have rockets. Was this a big... Hold on, I gotta go over here. Was this a big ravine? Oh, no. Okay. I was like, oh, is that a big ravine I'm gonna have to fall in? Good thing I got away from that. But there we go. There's the Wither fight. I know, that was so epic and... so, like... I don't know. Anyways, we got our nether star. That's all we came here to get. So let's go ahead. Let's make our beacon. That'll make it getting cobblestone and tough and all the other blocks that we need for the castle complex. All the castles that we're going to be building, because we're going to need a lot of deep slate, tough, cobblestone, stone, probably some other blocks that I don't know of, but all the stuff that I was going to make originally a cobblestone farm, but I mean, that would be good, but I don't need just cobblestone. Like I said, I need deep slate, tough, stone, and cobblestone, maybe some gravel, stuff like that. Kind of basically the blocks you see here. I basically need all of these blocks, plus a few more. There is still farms that I am going to have to build, like the cherry wood farm. I'm going to have to build that, which I don't know if I'll build in this episode. Maybe I will. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead, empty out my inventory. And I think we'll make this beacon and we'll figure out a place to start mining. Alrighty, here's the first beacon ever made on this hardcore world. Oh, it feels so great. But you know what? I just kind of realized something. I need a shit ton of... of like blocks. I forgot that I needed a lot of blocks, and I don't have a lot of blocks. I don't even have a lot of gold blocks. Where's my middle? There it is. Can I use copper? I don't think I can. I don't think it works. I don't even know if we'll have enough iron. We need like 2 stacks. Oh no. We might not be doing this. Oh no. I might have to like accumulate like all of this stuff, like all my diamonds, gold, iron. I'll be right back. I gotta go. I think I'm gonna have to go mining. I'll be right back. It's been a few minutes, and when I say a few minutes, I mean a couple of hours, well, actually more than that, since the last clip that you guys saw. And well, as you can see here, I got an iron farm. With the beacon, I obviously, last clip, I said that I didn't have enough, what's it called? You know, you have to have like gold or iron or diamonds, or if you're insane, netherite blocks to make a beacon. I didn't have enough, and I didn't want to go mine for all that iron or gold or whatever I was going to use. So I said, you know what, let's just make an iron farm, and well, here we are. I made this iron farm. It's a very quick design, quick and easy design. I believe it's made by Shulkercraft. I don't know if they got it from somewhere else, but a long time ago, I saw this design. I made it up. I have 4 of these going on in my my last hardcore world, my season 4 world, and they work pretty good. I got a stockpile of iron in that world, but I didn't want to make 4. 1 is kind of good enough for now. But so, yeah, I resorted to make an iron farm so that I can get, you know, the iron needed to make a beacon. So I'm going to probably sit here and just kind of not AFK. Like I said, I think in one of my streams, I'll repeat it here, but I don't really want to AFK a lot in this world at my farms, because that kind of prolongs the day count. And it kind of elongates, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm beating around the bush. I just don't want my, like, half of the game time in this world to be AFKing time, me just sitting overnight at a farm, you know. And I know I'm gonna need resources, and eventually for the projects I want to build, I'm gonna have to AFK at a farm. But I kind of want to document it, meaning I want to write down when I go AFK and how long I AFK for, so that I can divide it out or minus it out of my playtime that I can see in the statistics tab, to see actually how many time or how much time is actually me playing the game and how much time is me AFKing, so people can kind of get a sense of, oh, you know, a good like chunk of his time is actual playtime, and then also another chunk, the other rest of his playtime in his world is AFK time. Because there's a lot of people out there who have, especially some big YouTubers, not big YouTubers, but people who play Minecraft hardcore, and they have hardcore worlds, and they're obviously their worlds have gone for thousands and thousands of days. Some people just kind of don't realize that some of that time is AFK time, so it's not all playtime. There is one streamer named John Bams who absolutely doesn't AFK at his farms. Like, he will sit at a farm, but it's not like he's leaving his computer for like hours on end to just get a lot of materials. And most of his world is playtime. Literally all the time that he has is playtime. There's not like, oh yeah, fucking 30 hours of his world playtime is AFK time. If you're picking up what I'm putting down here, I just kind of want to be more transparent with how much time I spend playing the world and how much time I spend AFKing. So I'm not really going to be spending overnight on a farm. Like, if I really need a lot of materials, like really need a lot of materials, and I need to AFK at like a cobblestone farm or something, and I need thousands and tens of thousands of cobblestone for something, then yeah, maybe I will AFK, and I'll write it down in a book saying, okay, on this day I'm going to AFK for 8 hours. And that's another thing. I'm not just gonna AFK for however many times I want or however much time I want. It's only gonna be a certain amount. I'm gonna set a kind of rule of how much time I can AFK per time, or like I can, like, let's say I can only AFK for 8 hours. That's a good time frame for like overnight, like when I can go to bed, wake up in the morning 8 hours later, and then be done AFKing. It sounds confusing, and I know it's stupid, and honestly I shouldn't really care about it, but honestly it's a pet peeve of mine when people say that they have a lot of, like, especially people who have hardcore worlds that have thousands and thousands of days, sometimes even tens of thousands of days. You know, people just skip over the fact that time, like some of that time is AFK time. So personally with me, I'm going to try to minimize the AFK time just sitting at farms for 12-24 hours, which I've never done that before. I've only gone overnight, which I'm going to be very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to be preservative, or I'm trying to use big words here. I'm so sorry. I just want to be conservative. I don't want to AFK just... I could sit here and AFK this overnight if I wanted to, but honestly, there's no real point. I'd rather AFK at a farm that has more than one iron farm than, you know, one iron farm that's probably not going to get me a lot of iron over the 8 hours. I mean, it would probably get me enough to make my beacon, but it's just not worth it. I'd rather AFK, spend that AFKing time on a farm that maybe has 8 iron farms, or obviously in the future we're going to be upgrading this and building 10 times more than this so that we can have just a stupid mega farm, iron farm. But I'd rather AFK a mega iron farm than this. So I'm not going to AFK this. I'm just going to... I'll AFK, quote unquote AFK it. I'll sit here and, you know, at my desk and maybe watch a movie or something so that I'm here. You could argue that I'm AFKing, but honestly, I don't care. I count AFKing as more of, like, more than 2 or 3 hours, you know, upwards between 2 and, you know, however many hours. So there's my complicated explanation of that. So built an iron farm. What else have I done? I had to breed the villagers that are over there. So that's how I got these guys. It's been a while. I gotta catch you guys up on what I did. Actually, that's pretty much it. That's all I did. I didn't really do anything else besides create the iron farm, because at the end of last clip, I believe I needed more resources, and this is all I got right now. This is not enough. I need like 2.5 stacks, I think, something like that, to make a full beacon, like a maxed out beacon, and I just don't have that. Oh yeah. I know what another thing that I did is I went behind my nether portal here and I made a staircase going all the way down to the area that I'm going to be mining out, basically for resources, you know, cobblestone, stuff like that. I just made it just above the deep slate layer so that I'm deep enough to where if I want to go start getting deep slate, I can, but I'm not too deep that I have to deal with mining deep slate, because obviously you can't insta mine deep slate with haze 2, unfortunately, which is kind of shit in my opinion. I wish we could, but that's okay. But I'm gonna need tough as well, so I'm gonna have to go through like the surrounding caves, get the tough as well, and then I promise you we'll start building our castles. We'll start building the wall around the first mountain. Oh, that's another thing that I didn't mention at the beginning. I went ahead... Oh, we gotta... Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get on the top here. Alright, one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is that I actually... Where's that? Right here. I finished the perimeter, the dirt perimeter that I made, that I started in last episodes. I finished it. Now I got the rough outline of basically where the wall's gonna go. So once I got all my materials, I'm gonna start obviously I'm just gonna follow this dirt line that I made, this dirt thing that goes all the way around this mountain right here, and we're just gonna start building the wall. I think that's a good place to start. Getting all the materials is gonna be I'm not gonna get like obviously all the materials I'm gonna need. I think a couple of shulker boxes of maybe each material should be good enough to just get a start, to kind of get a feel of what I want what I want the wall to look like and stuff like that. And then once we build that, it's gonna be kind of... Some parts are going to be obviously higher than others. I don't want to fly over there right now because I want to stay over here. Where's it? Right here. So some parts are going to be higher. Obviously the map you can't really tell, but like this is a pretty high part on this side. This isn't. This side's kind of close. So obviously some parts of the wall are going to take more resources and it's going to be a lot higher than others. Some spaces are going to be a lot shorter, so I think we'll start on the shorter side so I don't have to build the wall too tall. I don't want the wall to go like past the mountain. I want it to go where it looks like a big wall that keeps off the lower village to the castle, but I don't want it short, obviously, so that it just doesn't seem like a big giant wall that you're not supposed to go over. So I'm gonna try to keep a good balance of that. I want the castle. I want you to be able to see the castle when you're out here, like exploring the village. Basically anywhere you're at in this village that we're gonna build down where these cherry blossom trees are. I want you to be able to see the castle, but I also want you to see the wall, just to get that feeling of like, oh, that's the king's castle, like minor, or you know what I mean, the poor people, the village people aren't allowed in there, you know, only special privilege. Or maybe we could have like a we can maybe have like a courtyard, maybe a kind of courtyard-esque, where there's the castle in here, and the village people are allowed inside the walls of the castle, but they're not deep inside the castle. So like maybe we can carve out like a little area, right, I don't know, right here maybe, and that's like a shopping area, you know, where the stalls are, or like some, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying. It's hard because we're thinking of stuff that is so far in the head of the plan, but you know what I mean. You got to be picking up what I'm putting down here. So I think that'll be cool. Just a kind of another way to add more lore and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's basically it. I think that's all I did. That's all I did between the last clip. Nothing too special. Obviously the iron farm. So yeah, I think it's getting kind of late on the first day here. If you don't know, I record these episodes between about 2 days. The last 3 have taken me about 2 days to record. Not in total time of playtime, but just on and off making other videos and stuff like that. It's taken me about 2 days, so it's getting late on day 1. I think I'm gonna pack it up here. Maybe sit at the farm, the iron farm, for a little bit longer. I'm not gonna AFK tonight, overnight. I'm just gonna probably chill here, wind down for the rest of the night, and try to get as much iron as we possibly can today before I go to bed. And then tomorrow we'll pick up where we left off. Get now my headset's about to die. Oh no, it just disconnected for some reason. Weird. Get the rest of the materials we need so that we can make our maxed out beacon, which I might try to do tonight if I can. Who knows? Probably won't be able to. But if I can, I'll get that built down there. And then tomorrow we'll start gathering materials for the wall. And then possibly tomorrow we'll start building the wall. So I appreciate you guys so much. Not the end of the video, but I just appreciate you guys so much, because actually another thing I got to mention in the beginning of the video is that we hit 50 subscribers. I believe we're over 50 subscribers if I remember correctly. Hold on, give me a quick check here. Yeah, I think we're at 53 subscribers of what I see on my end. So I want to thank you guys so much. We've been stuck on like 40 something subscribers for so long now, so I greatly appreciate everybody, all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, get some rest, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna go ahead and get these materials mined, because this is a big project. Good night, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Hardcore Survival series. I'm acting like I'm starting a video. I don't know why. But it's the next day from the last clip, and now I have finished the beacon. I try to grab the gold to see how much I could use of it, and then, well, that's how much. And I AFK'd at the iron farm for a little bit longer this morning so I can get some more iron. And I got this close, 3 up to here, and I was like, you know what, I have enough diamond blocks to finish that. So here we are. We got our janky gold, iron, and diamond beacon. I'm gonna go ahead and mine this all the way to the top so that we can get this beacon activated. Now I gotta be careful here. I'm digging into a cave. Alrighty, bring home the beacon and beaconator. I believe one of those is for making a maxed out beacon. Construct and place a beacon, bring a beacon up to full power. There we go. So we got a beacon full power. Let's go ahead and give ourselves haste 2. Oh, feels so good to have this. Now let's oddly satisfying. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to do. Alrighty, guys, now we are in our next stage of our build, which is just the collecting resources. I'm gonna go ahead, spend a couple of hours probably mining up some resources. We're almost at day 200. I'll cut the camera back on once we hit day 200. Day 200, yep. To go ahead and log that inside of the day count book, and we'll head back to the mining stage. Hopefully my iron farm is running in the background. I did put it in the spawn chunks, so we'll have that running in the background. And God, one iron farm. It just isn't. It's not it. I need more than one. I need definitely more than one. Because one is just too slow. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue mining, gathering all these resources that we need for the castle, and I'll get you guys back so we can start building this wall. Alrighty guys, quick update on what I have been doing. As you can see here, haven't dug out a really big space yet, but I did get enough cobblestone. I think this is enough cobblestone for now. I got a nice shulker box full of cobble deep slate. I'm working on just regular deep slate and tough right now. And I think once we get these filled up, I think I'll go ahead and move over to the castle build and we'll start building that wall. But one thing I did want to show you is when I'm down here digging some deep slate, you can probably already see it already, but look how huge this freaking diamond vein is. It's like, I don't even know how much it was. I started to mine it up, and I mined like four diamond ore, and I was like, wait, this is like a lot bigger. So I placed it back just to mine it on camera with you guys. So let's see how much is here. I think I'm gonna guess it's like 8 or maybe 10. 12 pieces of diamond ore. Wow, that's crazy. Sometimes you can get really big ore veins of diamonds. I remember my hardcore season 4 world, I got like a 13 vein. So that's, I think, the most I've ever found when I was digging out a perimeter. But that's cool to find. But yeah, I've been down here digging some deep slate. I stopped digging up here because, like I said, I already got enough cobblestone. I don't think I'm going to need stone. But if I do, I can just come back here and mine it. I might need some andesite. We got a lot of that right now, almost just about half a shulker box full of andesite. I might use that as well. But like I said, I want this more darker, and I want the like tough blocks and the cobblestone and the andesite to be more accent blocks. I want it to mainly be this deep slate-ish color and this darker color. I might throw in some blackstone in there now thinking about it. I did spawn in on my nether portal. I did spawn in near a basalt delta, so I could definitely get some blackstone if I need to. Maybe we can move the beacon over there so I can get so I can instant mine that, so it's a lot easier to do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish mining up some more deep slate and some tough, and then maybe go to the nether and get some blackstone, or maybe I'll go to a creative test world to see if it like works well with these blocks. I haven't tested out like what the wall is even gonna look like, how I'm gonna add these gradients in, and how I'm gonna build it. So I might have to do that first, but I'm gonna continue collecting materials, and I'll catch you guys back when we are basically done collecting materials. I'm probably gonna be starting on the wall because it's about time we start on this this castle wall. Alrighty guys, I am finished collecting materials. Obviously not every single material we need because it's going to take a lot. I didn't go into a creative test world to see how I'm going to use these blocks, which I actually, now thinking about it, I might go ahead and do right now. But I'll go ahead, before I do that, I'll show you what I've gotten. So I gotten, obviously, the stuff that you've seen before: cobblestone. Got all the tough, deep slate, cobble deep slate, then the andesite, oops. And then I went into the nether. I mined up my beacon in the overworld, went to the nether and placed my beacon so I can instant mine blackstone. And then we got some blackstone right here as well. So we got all these materials right here that we have to play with. But I think first I'm going to go inside my creative test world and start kind of playing around with these blocks to see if I want it to mainly be blackstone or deep slate, and how I'm going to add the cobblestone, tough, and andesite as accent blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll show you guys what I come up with. Alrighty, this is the wall design that I came up with. Now I didn't spend all the time building this. I built a like a 12 long section of it, and I put it in Litematica, and I duplicated it. So it's basically the same wall duplicated a few times. I just wanted to see what it looked like longer and on a bigger scale, so I know it's gonna be the same pattern, so don't worry about that. It's the whole wall is gonna look different. But like I said, just wanted to see it on a bigger scale, and I think I like this design. I didn't like the just plain Blackstone. Well, obviously I wouldn't have just made plain Blackstone, but I don't like just like the Blackstone as the base. This one has deep slate as the base, obviously. And then I decided to start with a line of Blackstone, and then as I went up more, I decreased that amount while adding some deep slate, some regular deep slate, and then I went through and added cobble deep slate, and then I went through and added tough, and then andesite, and then cobblestone. I don't want cobblestone to be a lot, or there to be a lot of cobblestone in there, more andesite and tough. I might have to do some more cobble deep slate in kind of this area down here, just to kind of break it up just a little bit, so it looks a little bit better in my opinion. Let's go ahead and do that and see what it looks like. And then once I get a kind of good enough design in the creative test world, I will start building. Now I'm not gonna obviously use Litematica to build this because I don't know the layout of the mountain. The mountain, like the dirt thing that goes around all the mountain, that goes around the mountain. I don't have that, obviously, and if I did, I think it's just better if we do it this way, or do it automatically or manually, I should say. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Maybe it looks a little too light. Maybe I have to go a little less on the lighter stones, tough cobblestone, the site. Real quick, I'm gonna do the Blackstone wall and kind of do it the opposite way, where Blackstone is kind of the main block, and I'll get back to you, see if I like that, because I might like that more now thinking about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on this. I want to see if the Blackstone one looks any better. Alrighty, so after a few minutes here, fiddling around with a bunch of blocks, I think I finally got the design that I like. The other designs that I showed you, I liked, but I didn't really like it. I didn't want to build this in my world that I'm like, you know what, it's okay. I guess I'll build it. And then once I build it on a massive scale, I'll realize that I don't like it, and then I'll have to actually get rid of it all, which will suck, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to build something, build a big thing and then tear it all down because I thought it was okay enough. I want to like it, and like as much in order for me to not want to break it down after I build it. So I finally found a design that I like, and I completely changed the blocks. No, that's a lie. I didn't completely change the blocks. I just used different variants of the blocks. I'll go ahead and show you right now. This is the design that I think I'm gonna go for. I like how it kind of goes like dark, medium dark, and then light. I just like it's Blackstone, deep slate, and then tough, as you can see here. I really like it. I think it's gonna look real nice going around the mountain, and it's gonna like work really well with the cherry wood set, I think. Let's grab a few blocks here. Like, yeah, I think this definitely goes super well with the cherry wood, hopefully, because this is what I'm going to build most of the castle out of. Not most of it, obviously, but it's going to have, the castle's going to itself is going to have cherry, like wood accents, obviously, instead of just it being completely made out of deep slate, tough, and Blackstone. So I think it's going to look nice in kind of contrast with the walls and stuff. I'm gonna have the castle. I think the main part I'm gonna have the cherry wood on is like the roofs of the castles, of the pillars, probably on the sides of walls as accents, as support. Also maybe as a big floor in the middle. Or like a flooring inside, maybe, I don't know. But definitely going to look good with, especially with all the snow as well. So I did try to do something like this. I didn't like it, but as you can see here, on especially this wall, this is the first design, I'm just using the base blocks like deep slate, cobble deep slate, andesite, tough, cobblestone. I decided not to use andesite or cobblestone because it's just too gray, and honestly, I just didn't really like it. But as you can see here, I'm just using the base blocks, but here I'm basically using all the brick variants and some with the tough, the chisel variants, because the tough block doesn't have a cracked version. So I had to use something to break up the tough section, so it wasn't just all tough, regular tough bricks. As you can see, I used cracked deep slate and cracked Blackstone bricks so that it kind of breaks up the smoothness of it, so it's not as smooth. Even though I'm fading into, like, it goes straight Blackstone and then Blackstone, and then it starts to just fade into the, what's it called, the deep slate, and then it fades out into the tough, and then tough. I actually need to go in. I have 2 layers of solid Blackstone at the bottom, which I need to change. I need to kind of break it up a little bit, just a little bit. As you can see here at the second layer of the tough, I just barely broke up. I broke it up just a little bit, or maybe I'll make it a solid 2 solid tough blocks of rows and then see if it works better. But I'm gonna kind of polish it up a little bit, tweak it a little bit, kind of get it memorized in my head on what I want to do, what blocks I'm gonna need, and then we will move this into the survival world, the hardcore world. I should say that, the hardcore world. We'll move it into the hardcore world, and we will get going on this build. Alrighty guys, I'm back from the creative test world, and now I'm going to start basically making the Blackstone outline on the bottom. I'm going to pick a spot and kind of test myself. I think I'm going to start right here, which will be a good kind of place to start. I'm going to get rid of this water real quick. And also, if you look in the top left hand corner, if you have noticed, I have hit day 200. So congratulations, we are 200 days inside of this Minecraft world. Let's go. Thanks everybody for the journey, I appreciate that, but we got more stuff to do. So yeah, we're gonna start this wall after one episode. I'm sorry to keep you waiting for all this episode. I know it's probably been a long episode, but I apologize for that. Don't worry, probably the episode after this is going to be a lot of building, so hope you guys enjoy this episode of me gathering materials, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the future episodes of me just building this damn wall and trying to get it right. It's going to be tricky in some locations because, like this, the wall is not going to be that high, but I have to compensate because I have to go higher for these sides where literally it's on the mountain. I'm not going to get rid of the mountain because that's just going to be a pain to terraform and make it look nice. So I set a kind of coordinate spot at 174. So that is basically the main base of the castle. So that's where I'm going to start building. That's what you could probably call the main floor, or the ground level of the castle is going to be right, where am I at right here? It's going to be on this block right here, Y174. So this is where I'm basically going to build the floor of the castle. It's not going to come down into here. No, it's going to start on Y level 74, and that's where the ground level is going to be for the castle. I'll have to give this mountain a haircut, just a few blocks. I made sure that it's not too much mountain that I have to get rid of, so I'm not taking forever on this build, even though I have plans on making so much more. But anyways, because of stuff like this, how the wall comes up super low, it kind of compensates for how tall it's going to be, stuff like that. It's kind of hard to explain, but for areas that are shorter, like over here for instance, the wall is going to be super tall already, but over here the wall isn't going to be that tall, so it's going to be hard to have that gradient of Blackstone at the bottom, the deep slate in the middle, and then the tough at the top, because I can only do like right here, I can only do what, 3, 5, it's like 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And, you know, that's just not going to work. So I have to go up to Y74. That's going to be the top of the mountain. And then this, or the wall, excuse me. And then obviously this is going to have to be the bottom. There's going to have to be, now thinking about it, I'm going to have to do some very clever blending because some of it's going to spiral up because of how, obviously, like I said, some parts of the mountain are going to be taller. Because right here, if I'm going to go from down all the way right here, all the way up to Y level 74, that is a pretty tall wall. And that's just going to be a lot more blocks, and it's going to be hard to gradient that. So honestly, I got a lot of work to do. I might time-lapse, do a replay mod recording of this. I don't know yet. But I just have a lot of work to do. I got to figure this out. So bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to get this wall done. Alrighty, guys. I went ahead and finished the outline in Blackstone. I also got rid of the original dirt path that I made at the beginning. I also went around on a second pass, hello goats, and added some more Blackstone. So it's at least 2 high everywhere. So I can get a kind of good look of what it's going to look like. And yeah, we're getting some good progress in today. But unfortunately, I looked at how many clips that I have recorded and kind of added up the minutes, and this episode is, I think, about an hour long. So I hope you guys enjoyed the extra long episode today of me gathering materials. If you guys did enjoy today's video, as always, hit that like button down below. I greatly appreciate that. Also, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. I post these videos every other day. That's been the schedule so far. But don't quote me on that, because some days might take a little bit longer, maybe even shorter. I don't know. But from the past, it's been taking me a couple of days to get these videos recorded and edited and put it out for you guys. I don't just do Minecraft videos. I also play some Call of Duty as well that I upload on the channel. I do a lot of unlocking the camos and stuff like that if you're into Call of Duty. But if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell while you're down there so you guys get notified on when I go live or when I upload more content. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching today's episode. Tomorrow, or I should say next episode, I should be starting to build this wall. I think I'm going to do it in sections. So I'm going to pick a section and then build it. Whoa, that goat went flying. Let me put my chest plate on. I'm going to build it in sections, so I'm going to pick just a little mini section and then build it up just to see how I'm going to do it, because it's not a straight flat wall. It has curves, as you can see, and it has a lot of curves. Some areas are straight, like very few areas are straight. I know there's a couple straight, like here's one right here, but as you can see, it's a lot of curved, so it's going to take me a minute to figure out how I'm going to build this wall. Some places are lower than others. Some places I have to go down more, like over here. I'm going to have to build more Blackstone. I didn't do this area. I didn't start on the ground. I was supposed to go on the ground, but there's powdered snow here, and I am too scared of powdered snow to fall in. I did create some leather boots, but I just CBA, couldn't be asked to do it, so I just bridged all the way over here and then continued. But this is going to be a very tricky wall to build and make proportional, so it doesn't look weird, like one side only has so much more deep slate than the other. It's complicated to explain, so I'm going to do it in sections so that I don't mess it up and so that everything looks nice and rugged and how it was in the creative test world. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video because it's already too long. I greatly appreciate everybody who's been commenting on the videos and liking them. And yeah, I think my first 2 episodes got like over 300 views, I think. So hell yeah, I greatly appreciate that. Everybody, all the new people coming and watching the videos. If you've made it this far, I greatly appreciate you. And yeah, guys, it's been your boy Complete. Also, wait, hold on before I end it. Bunch of links down below in the description. Check those out on my socials. I greatly appreciate that as well. And also, one more thing I want to put out there is that Black Ops 6 is coming out at the in 2 weeks. I believe it's the 12th. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more days until this game comes out. And once that happens, you're going to see a slowdown on these videos, the Minecraft videos, because I will be busy uploading videos on Call of Duty. So I'm sorry about that. But if you do enjoy these videos as well as my COD videos, then I guess you're getting the best of both worlds. But if you are only here for the Minecraft videos, I sincerely apologize, but don't worry. After I get going on Black Ops 6 and I don't need to spend as much time on there as okay, I almost got hit by a goat. When I don't need to spend as much time on there as launch week, because usually when the game launches, that's the only game I play nonstop. So these videos are going to be on kind of hold. I won't be prioritizing making videos on this. I will be streaming Black Ops 6 and making videos on Black Ops 6. So I apologize on the Minecraft viewers' behalf, because I will not be posting as much videos once in the next like week or two. These videos are definitely going to slow down. That's why I've been trying to focus on uploading and recording videos for Minecraft so that I can get these as many out as I possibly can before Black Ops 6. Because like I said, once Black Ops 6 comes out, this game's going to suffer. I'm not going to be uploading nearly as much Minecraft videos. I mean, it'll start to even out, like I said, once the hype dies down of Black Ops 6. But anyways, that's enough talking. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. It's been your boy Complete, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.